So Karen, I see you're interested in babysitting for our kids.
Yeah, I like need money because I crashed my daddy's Porsche. So yeah.
Oh, why did you crash?
Well, like, there was some old person, and he, like, I thought I had right of way, but then there was a red light, and I was, like, halfway through, so I was like, I can make it. I can so make it. So I just, like, hit the gas pedal. But then the old man was, like, ready to go, because I guess he was on his way to, like, Bennigan's or something unimportant, and I, like, hit him.
Alright, and there was no drugs or alcohol involved, right?
No, I don't drive drunk in my daddy's car.
And so you realize you have two kids, 2 years old and 4 years old.
Wow. Okay, yeah, I knew that.
Okay.
I thought you had a third one that was like this big, but I'm glad you don't. Okay.
Do you have any babysitting experience?
Well, like, I helped our nanny look after my little sister, and like she told me to hold her this one time, and so I did, but then I got hungry, so I put her on the ground, and I got in trouble. But yeah, that's like experience, right? Like, I have a sister.
Is it the only time you've helped with your sister?
No, I do tons of stuff, like when she needs alcohol, I like help her get it, or like she needs a ride, I'll pay one of my guy friends to like drive her somewhere. She needs to go to a club, I'll give her clothes.
How old is she?
She's 14. I remember when I was that young. I'm an adult! I'm a grown-ass adult! Sorry, I have to keep my sunglasses on, because this is America.
Why were you interested for this job again?
Because I need money, because I crashed my daddy's Porsche, and, like, I figured, like, I can take care of some little kids. Like, you just give them some soda and then put them in front of it, like, SpongeBob Disco Pants or whatever the kids are watching these days, and then I can go watch The Hills.
We don't own television. We don't allow our children to watch television.
Oh my god, what do they do? Do they have Game Boys?
No. They color and they play outside like kids should. Yeah.
Do they have a pony?
No, they have imaginations.
What's that? That's like creativity, right? Because this one time I was at this kegger and we couldn't figure out how to open it, so I just found this stick and I hit it with it and it exploded everywhere. But it was okay because people licked it off the ground.
How is that creativity?
Well, duh, we wouldn't have been able to get it open if I hadn't thought of the stick thing. Can I, like, look after your kids and stuff? Because I really need to fix my daddy's Porsche. Because he's, like, super mad at me. But he's in Japan right now. And I want him to bring me back a present. I want to be at Harajuku, girl.
We'll get back to you.
Okay, thank you. Mwah. That was an example of a bad interview.
Really bad interview.
I remember all my job interviews. I went to one job interview when I was working at the mall that was really weird because they were testing you on, like, how outgoing you were. Because it was in retail, so you had to, like, sell stuff and be friendly. But they were like, let's play games. Like, it's like improv games. It's basically what they did. We had to go around in a circle and make up a story. And we had to try to sell something to someone. And they gave me one of those hats with the 2 cups on the side and the straw. So it was kind of awkward. But yeah, basically do the opposite of what I just did in that video.
Yeah, always show your interest in the job and say you're really interested for this job, and any experience at all that will make you sound good, just pull it in.
Yeah, before I got my first real job, I had volunteered at an aquarium. And they had 9 hours of training for that, in which they taught us, like, people skills. Like, you're not supposed to fold your arms like this because it makes you look unapproachable. So in the, like, do you have any skills that we could use you for, I put down that I had social skills, but I said it in a much more intelligent way. The interview, just make it obvious that you're really excited about the job, and like, say, I would honestly be like, I wouldn't be like, well, I can't work for less than $8 because I need to buy popsicles. Just take what you can get, because in this economy, it's tough. The reason I got the job that I have right now is because of a friend. But she talked to her boss, and her boss gave me a job, and I had been filling out applications. Like, I filled out like a stack like this high, and I never heard back from anyone. But a tip is definitely be like persistent. You have to call them and call them and call them until their ears bleed, so they know that you're interested and they remember, because they forget, which is rude because I'm important, but they do forget.
And don't lie about anything.
Mm-mm.
It's not good.
For my interview, I had to take out my piercings and stuff. But
Really?
it was worth it. And I wore these like see-through ones for a while. And I asked my manager, I was like, can I please wear one, like at least one, because it keeps closing up every time I take it out. He was like, well, fine, but I don't think we can let you wear two. But then after like a week, I was wearing two and no one said anything. I don't know, really in this economy, you have to take what you can get. Use any like connections you have, because that's really going to pay off, because really like no one is hiring just anyone off the street anymore. They're not like taking chances on anyone. You have to have like a reference from someone they know, and it's really difficult.
And also, when you get the job, like, do everything you can. At my first job, if you didn't have customers because it was an ice cream place, you could sweep and mop and clean and just wipe everything down. So like, make sure you do like any like small jobs, even if it's not in your original job description, because it makes you shine.
Yeah, and they could fire you for someone else who will do those things, so definitely impress them. Definitely like mop, sweep, clean the benches that you sit on in the back if you have a back space for work. Don't go on your cell phone because they will try to kill you. Just do everything you can, man. 'Cause, like, I'm personally scared for when I graduate college. I'm scared there's going to be no jobs out. But I think a lot of our generation is really scared right now for graduating and trying to get a job, and because it's scarce. And I feel like if it's scarce in like the not like low status, but like these jobs, all you really need is like permission, work papers or a high school diploma to be able to get it. But like I think the higher the jobs you need more requirements for. I feel like if the ones you don't need requirements for, you can't get a job because they're all filled up and no one's hiring. The big ones definitely probably won't have room, and that's what freaks me out. And at the moment in the economy, the big companies, I took economics, even though the economy is getting better, they're not hiring anyone, because even though they're out of their slump and they're like on the rise again, they don't want to hire everyone back and then have it like kill what they've like been building on and just go back into the slump. So even though it's getting better, no one's hiring, which blows. Can you forgive us? We're very tired.
How's everyone's weekend?
Yeah, Memorial Day. Did everyone have barbecue? My dad did. There were old people and young people running around everywhere, and by young I mean under 11. They scream so much. And I was just trying to take a nap, and they barged in on my room. We're like, why are you in your bed? And I was like, 'cause I'm trying to sleep, you little maggots! But I said it very nicely, and so they left. And then they were like, she's weird. And I'm like, I got foods, though. Lots of foods. And then my dog ran away, and I had to run through the neighborhood looking for her, and everyone was having barbecue, so they all looked at me funny. So I was yelling my dog's name, and it's named after a food condiment. My dad was like, well, maybe they thought you wanted some of that. And I was like, well, then they didn't give me any, so they're rude either way. Stupid. I don't like Memorial Day. Except, I salute you, El Soldieres.
Bye.
We'll see you tomorrow. So.